1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Check 1, check 2. Mm-hmm. Check, check.
In my next chapter, I'm definitely excited just to go to college. I'll be attending alma University, which is an HBCU, so it'll be a different environment for me, and I'm just excited for change.
Mainly sports help with time management because you can't be late, and I know like in college and stuff, you have to be on time, so that's how I feel like that helped me.
One school program that has really helped transform and progress us, both of us, is Around the Dove and Broadcast Media. Around the Dove is our school news show, and we work on it every week, and we have for 4 years.
Taking dual enrollment courses have given me a taste of what I can expect in the future by taking different classes that I will be taking in college, and also by getting different credit hours, different credits that I can apply in college.
I have met a lot of great people. I have had a lot of great encounters, great conversations, a lot of motivation, and a lot of good energy around me that I'm very grateful for. A lot of life lessons that I have learned just being here and engaging with many different people.
The faculty and staff at BTW Magnet High School has always been very supportive towards our mental health. They're always here for whenever we need to talk or whenever we need some type of help.
Some of the clubs that I participate in that helped shape me were definitely theater club. It has helped me with my confidence and public speaking and also my leadership skills.
What excites me most is that I can get a head start and that I've earned multiple credits at the University of Alabama Early College.
Bristec has shaped me in a lot of ways, so I'm constantly telling the people who have impacted my life here at the school that they mean so much to me, because really I don't think I would be who I am without them.
Something I'm looking forward to after graduation is joining the military, and looking forward to being a forensic pathologist as well.
I'm excited to be living on my own, get that experience of having to take care of myself, make sure I do everything I should be doing, just a little bit more freedom.
Something that excites me the most about my next chapter is attending Troy University and the realization of all the freedom I have and finding out what I really want to do.
The teachers, the adults, the students, like all my peers, everyone around me, they're so supportive, and they really want you to do well in life, which just inspires you to do as best as you can to make them proud.
I really think the academies like advertising design and my CTSO, Skills USA, they definitely helped build a foundation for my post-secondary career. I definitely picked my career choice, my major based off of those programs.
I feel like being a student here has helped me a lot because I've been able to make a lot of new friends who helped me and supported me, and a lot of teachers who also supported my ideas and decisions of what I want to do with my life. So I feel very grateful that I have them in my life and they have always been there for me. I also thankful for the college trips that we was able to go on, so I could explore new colleges that I may want to attend and go to.
PS class of 2025. I'm Dr. Zacchaeus Bird. What an exciting moment for all of you. Your graduation day is more than just a cap and gown. It's the result of hard work, late nights, early mornings, and the courage to keep going. And we are proud that you have completed this monumental chapter in your lives. I'm encouraging all of you to continue to write your success stories and continue to take advantage of every opportunity that comes your way. Your future is bright, and your journey is just beginning. Congratulations, graduates, and remember, your story is just getting started.
The class of 2025 would like to thank all of you for attending our ceremony.
This is a joyous occasion, a celebration, and a lifetime memory.
Please silence your phones to ensure everyone has a memorable experience.
We know you're excited for all of us, and we're excited too. But please hold your applause and excitement until all of our names are called.
This is a moment we'll never forget.
We want to say thank you to our parents,
Grandparents,
siblings,
teachers, counselors, and administrators,
and everyone who has supported us on this academic journey.
Please remain standing for the playing of the national anthem. You may be seated. Good morning. To the members of the Montgomery County Board of Education, to our newly selected Superintendent, Dr. Zacchaeus Bird, to Chief of Staff, Ms. Jamie Wilson, to Cabinet members, Central Office personnel, and to my beloved LAMP faculty and staff, to the parents, to family and friends of these amazing scholars, and to all of you who have assembled yourselves to commemorate this monumental moment in time. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the 40th commencement exercise of the Loveless Academic Magnet Program. Your presence here today means more than you will ever know to these graduates. They have worked tirelessly to master content standards, to complete assignments, some which were given to them at the last moment, and to meet deadlines. This moment marks a pivotal transition in the lives of these young people, and it is worthy of all of the pomp and circumstance that has gone into ensuring that they remember fondly their time at Lamp High School. Therefore, it is my honor to welcome you to the campus of the Alabama State University as we celebrate the accomplishments of these future world leaders and agents of positive change. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2025 commencement exercise for Lamp High School.
Good morning. Now we will recognize the students that earned the distinction of National Merit semifinalists. So when I call your name, please stand. Ria Arya. Thomas Drajansky. John Woo Ha. Jenna Hong. Anjabik Jo. Yoon Sojo. Augustus Cam. Cynthia Kim. Jenny Kim. Ella McCrory. Alex Park. And Rick Roy. Now, out of those students, the following earned National Merit finalists. That's Ria Arya, John Woo Ha, Jenna Hong, Anjabik Jo, Yoon So Jo, Augustus Kim, Cynthia Kim, Jenny Kim, Ellen McCrory, Alex Park, and Rick Roy. Please give a round of applause for these students and their work. You may be seated. Now, next to the stage, we're going to call our top 10 students of the class of 2025. Now, once I call your name, please come forth and come to the right of the stage and join us on stage. First, Miriam Al-Khattab. Sydney An. Benyetin Bakayema. John Woo Ha. Sophia Holmes. Cynthia Kim. Jenny Kim. Ella McCrory. Rick Roy. And Ellison Terode. Let's give them another hand of applause. Now this next group of students, well, this is the same group, but now we're going to name those that received salutatorian and valedictorian status. First, the salutatorian of our class of 2025, and that's Miss Sydney On. And next, our valedictorians of the class of 2025. Benyetin Bekayema. Junwoo Ha. Rick Roy. Ellison Terode. Ladies and gentlemen, our salutatorian and valedictorian of our class of 2025. Give them another round of applause.
Good morning. Today, I have the honor of introducing Reverend Leon Hampton, Jr. When I first met Reverend Hampton, I expected a polished but predictable lawyer, someone defined entirely, partner at one of the top plaintiff law firms in the country and became partner at 31. But he's also a senior pastor for the First Baptist Church of Greater Washington Park, and one of the most down-to-earth people I've ever met. However, I can't introduce Reverend Hampton without also introducing his support system. He was raised by a powerhouse of a mother who, after he graduated college, went on to get 2 master's degrees. He's known his wife since kindergarten and somewhere between their 3 full-time jobs, leading Salvation and failed the test. Finally reaching 5A. Also, who still laughs at his younger self and who sees it is English.
Good morning. Introduction. And to the class of 2025, congratulations. I was told early on that a good speaker knows how to get up, speak up, shut up, and then sit down. And so I'm going to follow that rule of thumb this morning. Here you are at the end of this season of your life. You've pushed through AP exams, group projects, senior essays, and probably some sleepless nights fueled by caffeine and prayer. But here you are with your diploma in hand and future wide open. This morning, I don't want to just congratulate you, but I want to leave you with something that you can carry, not just into college or career, but into life. And here is the main lesson. Sometimes the best things that happens to you will look like a failure. Sometimes what feels like a setback will really be a setup. And let me tell you how I learned that. 12 years ago, I moved to Montgomery from Birmingham. I received a job at Montgomery District Attorney's Office. I was a brand new prosecutor. I had a Friday ritual that at the end of the day, I would go to the barbershop to get my hair cut to start the weekend. And to those of you who know, the African American barbershop is kind of like our country club. We go there to learn about politics, relationships, and just general talk in the community. But this particular day, I went to the barbershop and I just didn't feel like hearing barbershop talk. And so I walked in and I let my barber know that I was there, took a number, and stepped outside onto the porch and just began mindlessly scrolling through my phone. A gentleman walked by and he spoke and I said hello. He was an older gentleman and he said, "You're mighty dressed up today." I said, "Yes, sir, I just came from work." He said, "What do you do?" I told him I was an attorney. His face lit up. He said, "My son is an attorney. Do you have time for a story?" In my head, I thought, no, not really. I stepped out here because I didn't Was a top student at Montgomery Academy and graduated at the very top of his class and decided he wanted to go to the University of Virginia to major in history and political science. Almost beaming with pride, the old man said that he did very well at UVA, graduated at the top of his class, and around his junior year, he decided he wanted to go to law school. He prepared and took the LSATs and did Emory. He excelled in his studies, graduated at the very there. He met a young lady from Kentucky. She was a fashion designer major. At the end of his law school career, he decided to marry the young lady and they would move back to Kentucky. He studied for the Kentucky bar, passed, and got a traditional job at a very elite law firm. Years into that law firm, his wife got a call from, and it was a job offer that we just couldn't turn down. He got a job in New York City, but it was contingent upon him passing the New York bar. He started studying for the New York bar in February of 2001, and he took the bar, waited for his results, and when the results came in the mail, to his surprise, he had failed. With all of his pedigree from Montgomery Academy, University of Virginia, Emory Law School, one of the top law firms in Kentucky, he could not wrap his mind around the fact that he had failed. He licked his wounds and began studying for the July 2001 bar. The job offer that was once on the table had been rescinded, but he started studying, took the July 2001 bar, waited for the results, and in November of 2001, he got the results and he had passed. Almost as an aside, the old man turned and he said to me, but the thing that he was not there, all because he had failed. Changed the way I looked at disappointment. Because here is the truth. Life will not always go your way. You're talented, you're prepared, you're smart, you're ready, and the world is ready to receive you with all of your gifts and your talents. But life will throw you curves that your textbook never covered. And when it does, I want you to remember this: a closed door might be saving your life. A missed opportunity might be making space for a better one, and a failure may be protecting you from something you couldn't see coming. I've lived times I didn't get what I wanted, where plans fell through. Weren't rejections, they were redirections. They were the gifts I didn't ask for. When you get rejected, don't retreat. When plans fall apart, don't panic. Pause, pray. Just because your plan changed. There's more inside of you than any college, any employer, any algorithm could ever measure. Resilience is your superpower. And listen, always get what you need. Artificial intelligence. But do not shrink back from all of the challenges that you will face. Lean into it, and with the help of God, you will excel, you will go far, and you will accomplish your purpose. So I say to you this morning, go forward, go with excellence, go with fire, go with faith, and when life hands you a no, when the offer is rescinded, when the relationship ends, the door slams shut, don't just ask why me. Ask instead, could this be the gift I didn't ask for? Because some of the greatest blessings in your life will come dressed in disappointment. To the class of 2025, I bid you a very great congratulations. and my sincerest well wishes as you go out and make your mark on
Standing up here feels surreal. I'm excited to be graduating and a little scared, but most of all, I don't try to leave out with a message. Struggle. But the last 4 years have been a journey, and it's a journey that's shaped us into who we are today. From the knockoff Harry Potter house system that I guess we all just forgot about, to Blaze, our emotional support dog who always looked like he needed some emotional support of his own, to having the fire alarm pulled in the calculus exam and having to stand outside in the rain, to being forced to do an entire career. We've seen a lot of change. We've had 3 principals, 2 schedules, changing cell phone policies. We've survived a pandemic and watched the rise of digital education and artificial intelligence. These past years, the only constant has been change itself. Beyond that, the whole world is changing. And it can feel apathy is the quiet epidemic of our age. It seeps into our conversations and social media. It divides us into echo chambers. And in a world so digitally connected, we've never been more out of touch. Responsibility to think, what difference can I even make? Which is why I wanted to remind you, changing the world looks like reaching out to someone new at lunch, volunteering your time for a cause, raising your hand when it feels easier to stay silent. It looks like doing research, speaking up, holding yourself and others to your highest values. Sorry, y'all. No matter how vast the challenge is, the first step always starts with you. Class of 2020, we steer it. We are the inherent to handle it. So stand firm in your convictions. Let empathy guide your actions. Let curiosity fuel your ambitions. And let courage carry you forward when uncertainty looms. Before we step forward, I want to pause and thank those who helped us grow. First, I want to thank my parents. Throughout the ups and downs of high school, they've given me endless support, always pushing me in the right direction, always keeping me grounded and on track. They're the reason I'm up here today, so thank you. And thank you to the teachers who challenged us to think, who encouraged us to chase our dreams. We're at an age now where learning is less about copying down notes from lectures and far more about being driven to find information and absorb it ourselves. And I could not imagine a more empathetic, dedicated, and passionate set of educators to guide us through that high school journey, who kept our school running smoothly through every twisted turn. Thank you for all. Finally, thank you to my classmates. Thank you for the laughter in the hallways, the frantic late-night tutoring sessions, for the years of companionship. From struggling through calculus together to cheering at pep rallies and torch day, from intense senior assassin to staying up playing card games on academic trips, from prom and winter formal to Lyman, the memories we've made will stay with us for life. So remember, class of 2025, change isn't coming. Change is already here, and it's in our hands. So seize the moment. Be the change you want to see. And let's make our legacy one of hope, action, and transformation. Congratulations. We made it.
Now, grad. Dr. in Charles. Benedict Emmanuel Chadubam Akuba Charles. Miriam Muath Al-Khattab. Sydney Thuan An. London Ria Sung-A Emily Beck. Anish Reddy Boyala. Donovan Javel Brown. Paja Lamila Bryant. Christian Nicholas Carbajal. Liam Vincent Carey. Caden Daniel Carpenter. Raven Jamise Chapman. Tiffany Chen. Anna Leslie Clark. Michael James Daniels. Daniel Blair Davenport. Kylie Marion Dickinson. Thomas Manning Dryjansky. Catherine Sophie Dubois. Colin Daniel Dye. Amaria Joy Ellis. Elliot Elias. Andrew Brian Gay. Ezekiel Joseph Griffin II. Junwoo Ha. Charity Nicole Harris. Anna Tyler Hedges. John Alec Hennick IV. Valeria Victoria Hidalgo. Alexis Janae Hightower. Samuel Vaughn Holmes. Sophia Rose Holmes. Jenna Hong. Maya Han Hong. Jamin Jong. Anjibik Jo. Yoon So Jo. Zachary Everett Julian. Augustus Ming Cam. Sarah Kazi. Choun Emily Kim. Cynthia Chea Kim. Haram Kim. Haekyung Jenny Kim. Ella Grace Klein. Emmeline Catherine Klein. Leah Kwan. Abihu Than Lee. Elizabeth Sebi Lee. Younghyun Jesse Lee. Ethy Lin. Luke Allen Littlejohn. Iman Yusuf Malik. Elizabeth Grace McCrory. Jaden McKenna McDade. Colin Furious McLaughlin. Hojang Ming. Ellie Ryan Miller. Kaylee Simone Mixon. Jaden Javon Morgan. Samia Nyla Ruth Omar. Emery Hope Owen. Yash Sai Param. Parth Jignesh Kumar Parikh. Alex Songben Park. Jameen Nitesh Kumar Patel. Krishna Jignesh Kumar Patel. Emmy Louise Fong. Matthew Penrith. Namita Pradeep. Robert Stephen Price. Jack Henry Pritchett. Rishabh Rastogi. Melanie Rios. Bennett Lauren Robertson. Rick Chan Roy. Aaron Sardin. Emma Ann Scott. DeKaylin Denise Seals. Aryan Singh. John Theophilus Sowers. Jakaya Brigé Swain. Donald Ellison Terode. Joshua Blake Yuba. Jarrett Elijah Virgil. Robert James Wells. Elijah Andrew Wilkes. Hojang Jaden Yang. Jayen Yu. Jonga Emily Yu. Alicia Zareen. Brandon Patricio Zumba.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, it is my pleasure to officially welcome the 2025 graduating class of Loveless Academic Magnet Program. Will you please rise for the singing of our school's alma mater, and at the end of the alma mater, students, you may toss your caps.
We need to move the tassel.
You want to do that now?
Students, it's my honor to instruct you to now move your tassels from the right to the left to signify your completion of this part of your journey.
All right, the lyrics to the alma mater can be found on the last page of the program, so please join in.